Rar, Lion Boy CROSSWELL here. So in today's video, I wanted to actually do like an Xwell daily uh, recap, because I'm gonna start doing this because in my other video I said I was gonna stop doing it, but like off the rip, like no cap, like I was upset in that video. That's why I said the things that I said. But I think if I actually do this in a way that is like, if I do this at the end of the day, it makes sense in my head on why I even look like this in the first place. But it makes sense. This will make me more disciplined and more consistent, and I can keep track of the days if I just continue to do it like this. So this is day, what day is this? 16. So basically, with day 16, I'm resuming not canceling this Xwell podcast series thing. And it's not really going to be a podcast because like what I was trying to do a podcast on Instagram, it wasn't communicating the way that I wanted it to, and I wasn't getting the engagement at all. Like I know that people were like maybe like looking at it for like maybe a 5 or 10 seconds, but I mean like people were actually listening to what I was saying rather than just like just scrolling past for like 5 seconds if it's not even like interesting to them. I'm coming at this at a different angle and a different perspective, and I'm a different kind of content creator, so I'm trying to offer something a little bit different and unique in my case, because I want to also make that note that I do have schizophrenia, but I'm not saying it as a negative connotation. I'm saying it in a way that is like a positive in my case, because like I'm actually grateful to even have been brought upon this kind of ability. And I'm not going to say disability, I'm going to say it's an ability in myself, because I can tap into myself and portraying myself like this. This is CROSSWELL. Like this is CROSSWELL for real, for real. So like, but anyways, I'm just yapping. And I stutter, so I'm just gonna just like add that in, like regardless, like I really don't care. So basically at the start of the day, I was really going through it very mentally because like since I said I have a mental ability, it does affect my day, day to day, because like in the morning I may feel one way, but like towards the end of the day I am completely fine and like coherent. But I feel more alive right now, like dead ass, like right now. So basically, yeah, like I said before, it's keeping track of like being like disciplined and consistent. I'm on my phone as well, so like this is why I'm looking down as well. So yeah, because like since I said like I'm trying to be consistent with this, like I am trying to like work out, but for some reason my brain is not allowing me to like execute that function, because like I feel like right now I should just be grateful for what I have, because like I'm seeing on Instagram and like like other videos of how guys are like all buffed up and jacked, and I want my body to look like that, but it's just like that takes time and effort, and you got to worry about the nutrition, you got to worry about like your diet, especially what you're eating. And like, I don't have time for all that. Like, I'd rather just like be free and just be who I am right now and just be completely expressive on who I am as of right now. So that's why I'm just grateful for everything, and just even being grateful for just having life and being brought upon this world. And the things that I say may come off like a little bit weird and strange to you, but in my case, like it's very different in my universe, my world, and my dimension. You guys don't fully comprehend on what I'm doing because like it's something that is different. So all I want to say is just be not afraid, because like it's just like literally it's just like to the point, have like a different mindset and be open to something that's different and unique. Because like with me in my case, since I have like a mental ability, I'm offering something a little bit different as a content creator in that instance, especially in this technologic era. So basically at the start of the day, I was just like, I'm not able to comprehend on like what it's like to like have a family in that instance, because like obviously I have a family, but it's just like since I'm like on my own doing my own things, it's just like I can't comprehend like like actually starting my own family, and it's just like I don't, my brain is not wired that way anymore. It's just I don't know. There's something that's like not connecting in a way that is making me like comprehend on being able to have a family in that regard, because like I am 28 years old and I am about to be 29, but I'm actually trying to prepare myself when I'm 30, because that's going to be like a different, totally entirely new like era in that regard. And I just want to like actually speed run, like actually enjoying my life right now in my 20s still, because people are like on the internet just saying like, bro, you're like you're grown up, you're grown at man. Do you guys not understand like the full capable of life of just like, enjoying your life? Who cares if someone's like literally like 50, 60, 50, I don't know, 28? Like I don't, it doesn't really matter depending on like the circumstance. I want to make that clear. um but I mean, I'm not really so like I'm starting on my adult like modeling journey and just like modeling in general because like I'm being more expressive with my body and like how I am in that regard because like I'm like splice this up. So, blah, 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 blah. So I have a list of modeling agencies I want to apply for, and I'm working myself and my confidence to get me there. It's like a work in progress. I'm aware of that, I'm questioning like what do model scouts and modeling agencies look for? Because like I'm looking on like websites and everything like that. Like they're looking for like specific type of looks, and it's just like what makes someone a model? Because like what if they're not 6 foot if they're a guy? What makes them look like a model? Of course there's guys that like have like that feminine like, characteristics and traits that make them like more young looking that girls like look and see in that. And that's, I guess, is that the female gaze? So the male gaze is more of like how the guys like like how it's more about how they feel and how other guys perceive them. But with females, it's so much different. And I can't comprehend that. Like, I'm just like, because like I'm only 28, like I said before, but like I've lived my life entirely like as like a gay man. And I'm just, I don't know what it's like to like actually like have a girlfriend because I had a girlfriend before, but it's just like it never led to anything. And I was just still experimenting with myself in the first place when I was in college. And even like I do want to have my family, but it's just like I want to find that right one, especially because I keep listening to Justin Bieber's song "Beauty and a Beat" because like I am looking for my beauty and a beat, and I do want to have my own family at some point in my life, and I want to find her. I want to find like the girl that I can actually see myself in, that I can build my family, pass down like my what was this DNA, my pass down like my like the family heritage, the like passing down like knowledge to my young one, my cub. But it's just like I don't know like what that is like because like I am starting to get out of like that gayness side of me and moving over to becoming like I wouldn't say straight, but I mean like just moving into like a different like side of me that actually wants to have like a child. But it's just like I'm not in that right state of mind as of yet to have a family, considering like what's like going on with me in my head right now. And even presenting myself like this, like I'm obviously okay. Like I'm very coherent. I'm very, like aware of what I'm doing. And there's a reason to what I'm doing. It's all making sense, like in the grand scheme of things. And if you guys are aware of why I'm dressed up as a lion in the first place, because like I'm Lion Boy Crosswell for a reason. There's a video that I posted of like welcoming you to like my enviro. So basically, it's like short for environment. So basically, I'm treating it as like my own. I don't want to say matrix. It's my own like code of reality. So basically, my brain is programming me. And I'm calling my brain like brain FM because I'm tuning into my own frequency and vibrations that I hear around me, and even like for me talking, I can hear like the vibrations of like how I'm speaking, and it just seems like I'm just yapping. Whatever. Next, okay, so I don't even know where I was going with that, but so some days I feel ultra confident, but some days I feel alone, and I have my splices. So I have my neurofeed piece that I have, and I'm calling it neurofeed for a reason. Because like on my page, I didn't even finish that thought. So in the video that I was talking about, so it explains what I'm doing and it talks about my Instagram because there's a strategic way that I'm doing it. I'm coming at this at a different angle rather than just posting just random content of like just random stuff. And I'm not going to be disrespectful in that way because people just treat Instagram as like, like their own like platform of just like celebrating life and showing that they're good stuff and everything like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But with me specifically, I'm very strategic and I know what I'm doing. Like it's very intentional of what I'm doing. So in the video that I was talking about, it's called access granted. So enviro. So it's inviting you to my dimension of what I'm doing and what my brain goes to. And this is how my brain is wired. So it starts off with a computer that says it's welcoming you to the feed. So the feed is just saying like I won't fix you, I won't save you, but I'll always be with you in that regard. So basically, that's what I'm trying to get at. So with the feed, this is like the feed that I'm kind of talking about. So the feed is actually my computer and like technology in that regard. So it's not just my techno. It's just not my computer. It's like technology in that instance. But it's me syncing to technology and merging with it. And with this is just a bracelet that I got off Amazon and I'm just wearing on the back of my neck. I would get up, but I am not really going to do that. But I just like put it on the back of my neck, but you guys can see what I mean. And that's not, that look crazy. So you can see it on the back of my neck right here. So it's like poking into the side of my neck right now. And it's not like in an uncomfortable way because I've been wearing it for like every day now. And I'm like actually used to this. And I get like people come up to me and be like, does that like actually hurt? Or like, what is that like, bro? Like, what is that? There's a reason to why I'm wearing it. And like I've been like actually walking into Seattle, even in like the Bellevue region as well, like in the mall where I work, and I wear it at work as well. Like I mean, I really don't care. Like it's not a jewelry piece. It's more of like a necessity that I would call that because like I feel like I need that on the back of my neck. And I feel like with the lion itself, they have a lion's mane, so it makes sense because like the hair is like the mane itself. But with this, it's like it's my lion's mane of like a tool that I would actually call that, you know, because the lion's mane is like to protect them from like other animals like biting onto their necks and everything like that. So it's like that thick hair that it's like it's tough. So basically, when I say like my neurophede, like it's actually like I feel I feel comfortable with it on, and there's a reason to why I'm wearing it, and I could make another video on that, but like this is not the whole point of that. But I lost train of thought on where that was going. So moving on. So let's see. So anyway, so I was actually talking. So with the neurofeed piece of what I was talking about, like with it starts with the computer. So if you're very curious, so what I'm talking about, go watch that video. I wouldn't say it's educational, but it's like inviting you into my enviro. So when I am starting off that video, it starts off at the computer and it starts off me with just posting content about like my body and like how I'm like, you know, being more comfortable with who I am. And then with like the video in itself, it also explains on the play on word with like internet boy. So internet boyfriend, because like I want to be the internet that I want to be the internet's boyfriend or bro. Like I don't have to be your internet's boyfriend, but I want to be like the bro. Like I want to be like the internet's bro in that regard. So with that being said, that's when I started. There was, I think it was like a post that said like Code of Destiny, and then like there was like a picture of me with like my projector displaying like a code on like the wall itself, like that's behind me, that said inviting you to my enviro. So it's welcoming you. If you're reading this or if you're hearing this as I'm speaking this, like you're being entered into my enviro. You're being entered into my dimension on how I think because this is how my brain thinks. And I'm coming at this as a different angle, as building something as a legacy of something that I can look back on and be like, I'm so glad I did this because like this is something unique and different in my case. And I want this to be different regardless because like I'm seeing social media as like a tool of communication and like a tool of like connecting to other people who may even okay, that piece of hair. So I'm seeing, you know, social media in that regard as like a tool of like communication and like connecting someone to, even though they may be like thousands or not millions, but like you know what I mean, like so like it's a way that you can like actually like connect with someone that actually like you like their content, so of course you're going to follow. And I know I see a trend with my content is that people would follow but then they'd unfollow, and I know why, because like they would go all the way back, they would go down to like my page and see like what am I doing, and there's a reason to what I'm doing. If you would just actually just pay attention and actually be patient to what I'm doing and actually listen to what I'm saying things in a strategic and intentional way, and it's like to get your attention of offering something new and different. That's why I said be not afraid, because like you have to embrace change in order to like kind of like understand someone else's unique uh content that they're offering. Because I'm seeing when I was doing my research on like YouTube and everything like that, watching other content creators, because I know there's a Xwell and there's Port Reezy, there's Brittany, and like I know they Berlizzi and everything like that. Like I'm seeing like like the gaming, I'm seeing like the commentary. There's like other creators that I watch too that I enjoy watching. There's like Joe Bart, like I watch his videos as well, which is pretty funny. It's his personality that people like vibe with. People like watching content that they find enjoyable. They find it like entertaining to watch. They see something in someone that is like like it. Even though like you may not know that person, like just mentioning their name, you can like actually create a conversation with someone else. Like, yo, I watched that video too. Yeah, yeah, and then you can actually like have a connection, and like you can actually build friendship that way. What I'm trying to do is something different and offer like Okay, this hair is giving Einstein. I don't know why. Okay. Anyways, okay. So what I was saying is that like I'm seeing other content creators like making content on YouTube, and everything like that. And it's really unique. And I do watch some videos from time to time, but like I'm trying to get out of that of just being a consumer and actually be a producer. And that's why I'm doing the things that I'm doing because like I actually am having fun doing this, regardless that people are not going to understand me in the first place because they may watch this video and click off and be like, what is bro yapping about? If you actually like go back and actually like, go back to my other videos, look at my other videos. There's a reason to why I post it. Like there's a strategic way that I'm doing it, and I'm not coming at it at a weird angle or like a random angle, even though it may seem random to you. But to me, I'm actually building something because, like, if in order for a product, in order to get traction or to get like notice, it may seem weird at first, but once you actually like understand, be patient in that regard, and actually get like the vision of what's going on, then you'll understand. Um, I think that kind of sums up what I was doing. But then, so with when I was talking about internet boyfriend, when I said you were invited into my enviro, that's when it actually goes to a lion. A lion, I don't know why. It just that's what my brain FM was just you know telling me to execute, and that's what I did. So I mean, and it stuck with a lion because like I'm not gonna go, but blah 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 blah. Anyways, so that pretty much sums up of like what I'm doing, and like it goes from post to post explaining what I'm doing because everything is intentional, especially with what I'm wearing. And if you are paying attention to what I'm wearing, it's doing something different and unique and innovative. Like in my case, it's innovative because it's something new that I haven't seen before. So like I'm doing things like I'm being my own science and social experiment in that regard because like I'm even treating like the Bellevue Mall as my um I wouldn't call it enviro because it's not like my my controlled environment. It is kind of like a controlled environment because like I am literally like working there, but I'm like doing things there intentionally because like I had a camera tripod piece that I broke the legs off and I had used it just for like my phone and I was wondering if people were paying attention and people were paying attention. They're like what is that? And I mean like I'm doing things intentional. I mean I had like a headpiece that I had as a headband, but I was wearing it in like a cyberpunk type of way anyways and had to retire it because it left a mark on the side of my head and it's like my temples. And if you see me doing this, I mean there's a reason to why I'm doing that. But I mean if you're if anyone cares to pay attention to that anyways. But that pretty much sums up everything of what I'm doing because like I'm trying to do this as like a science type of like experiment that I'm doing like in the real world, like IRL, because like I'm having fun doing this regardless. Like I'm not doing this just for like the sake of it or just like, being like like I'm actually like taking data, observation, and information on what I can do to offer something new and different that people can gravitate towards and actually approach me and actually ask me like why am I doing the things I'm doing and also build a fan base on what I'm doing in the first place because like I'm really enjoying doing this in the first place and this is something that I feel like it's like my calling is what I would call it and I feel like everything is like coming together and the stars are aligning and I want to like actually like do something different rather than how everyone else is doing because like everyone else is just blending in and I also question like influencers in the first place. What are they influencing? What are they doing that's something that's different because every influencer is doing something similar to each other and it's just like I don't see what these brands are doing. Like I really don't know. Like I want to see something that's different and that offers like uniqueness, that offers something like individuality and something that offers like originality. Is that what I would call that? Because like I want to do something that's different and I'm gonna keep saying that and because this is unique in like my case. Before I get off topic again, um so I know, so pretty much like I just kind of also want to reflect on the past because like it changed me to a better person, honestly. Because like even from like my past jobs that led me here, I worked at Lowe's. So I was at Lowe's for like as a merchandiser and I was just trying to get merchandising experience because like after college, when COVID hit, I could not like find a job as a fashion designer. And I have a fashion design degree for a reason. And I question with with uh with brands on how they like look for people to become a visual merchandiser. Like, bro, it's not that hard because like it's like literally you're dressing mannequins in the first place, which is not rocket science. Like literally, you're honestly following the retail planning guidelines that the retail back office has made, and you're just replicating that in the store itself. Like, I am capable and well aware of what to do. I have a degree in this, and I have been applying to so many jobs trying to get that job. But in fashion design, it was not working out. And even with like the school curriculum in the first place, I have so many questions on, and I could like talk about that in another video, but like I'm trying to speed run me talking because like I only have like an allocated time to talk about this. Um, but with Lowe's, like I was just doing merchandising, and it's with tools, and I was doing like resets and like planograms and everything like that. So like I was well aware of like what to do. But there was like an incident that happened, like a beam literally fell on my foot. I'm like, bro, I got to get out of here because like I was over here limping around with like a boot, and I had to get sent home the day that I was like after the day I got hit with the boot or hit with the beam, and then I wore a boot, and I had like I decked out my little boot with like the alien head and everything like that. Dramatic, I know, but and then I worked my way to become it was I forgot the term. So I got to work at Nordstrom. So like I knew like a little bit of information about Nordstrom of how it started as like a shoe store. I I believe it was for women and men. I have to do my research on that more. But I know it was a shoe store at first because I know John W. Nordstrom was struggling at first, and then made it happen regardless, and then like after like working there, I have so many questions on like why I was treated the way that I was treated in the first place. Because like considering there's this whole story of like I want to actually communicate to you guys on like what like my experience working at Nordstrom, especially the flagship store, especially what John Nordstrom had built, and the way that I was treated was so disrespectful in that regard. Because like I take fashion very seriously, and I was working in men's suiting, and the people that I was working there was I'm not even gonna be disrespectful, they were not treating me in a way that was very respectable in a way. And considering how I was very disheveled getting to Seattle in the first place, trying to make it happen, I'm trying. Like I'm literally like anyway, so that led me to becoming at Hugo Boss because like I know at when I was working at Nordstrom, I'm like, I've never heard of Hugo. Oh no, actually heard of Hugo Boss, but I don't know much about them. And then I think I walked into like Nordstrom Rack because I'm like, I need some work clothes, because like I got dress coded because I wasn't wearing like the appropriate attire for like, like the suiting area for men's. And I'm like, I don't know I don't know. Like I'm like, I don't know anything about suits in the first place. I'm like, why am I working here? So when I and it's kind of funny that I'm saying that because like I'm still working at Hugo Boss and it's still with men's suits, but like I'm well aware, like I'm educated on how to dress a guy in a suit and make them feel good and feel like a boss. So that's what I'm trying to get at. But when I went to the Nordstrom Rack just to get some clothes, because I'm like, I need some actual like work clothes. That's when I saw Hugo Boss. And I can get into like more information about Hugo Boss in the first place because Hugo is more for Gen Hugo, so more of like the younger generation. It's a state of mind. It's about like breaking out of like what's the normal, what's youthful, what's how can you like style something that's actually stylish, trendy, edgy. With Boss, it's more of like like you're working professionals, so like they work in tech, they're a lawyer, they I don't know. I'm more Hugo, and I get dress coded so many times. But I'm like, I'm all for it. Like, I'm literally having fun with like just dressing in the first place. And sorry that I keep messing with this. It's like standing up, and I'm like trying to like fix it. Uh, but anyways, so I'm just trying to like get my point across and just saying like it was a rough ride getting here, and I'm just like now on my journey in becoming something else because like since I had like achieved what I wanted to achieve in the first place of just making it to Seattle, getting a nice job that I can actually like do the things that I can able to do regardless of everything, and I'm still trying to make it work, but it's still I'm all along for the ride and like actually like shaping who I am as a person and becoming something better and entirely different, so I can actually like show you guys that like even though like I have a mental ability, I'm not letting that stop me because like I know that people on like TikTok would be like, why is bro working there? Or like this is who they give their job to. That sounds like hater mentality, first of all. Like, what are you doing, first of all? Like, I don't understand. And I don't want to even get into like the negativity because like I'm not even talking negative about anything. That's the comments that I've been receiving. But like it's just like those are just people just typing away on the internet who do not know me. They don't know my story of like who I am. And I'm just trying to like actually make a name for myself. And in order for you to make a name for yourself, you have to put yourself out there and be uncomfortable to actually learn something from that. so that way you can take that knowledge to apply it to like your future you, so you can actually be someone better. That's, it's about confidence, and it's about like exuding aura, and that's what I'm trying to do. So basically, yeah. Sorry about the hair. I'm I'm trying to make it work. So this is like my updated. Okay, first of all, hold on. So this is my updated lion look. I just wanted to, like, to introduce it, just put it in your face so you guys know that like I'm Lion Boy Crosswell. So this is Crosswell. So like what I said before in another video, that I could feel there's like three entities in me. So there's a human me, an animal me, and like an alien me. And when I'm like right now, I'm presenting obviously animal, but like during like the day, I'm human me. And then like random times I feel like it's like alien me that just comes out of nowhere. But I mean, like, it's very interesting that I'm able to do the things that I'm doing. And like if you are taking into consideration of like how I'm doing the things that I'm doing, taking time on how I'm editing my content fast at a rate like that, and actually producing content, I'm offering different contents on different platforms, especially YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And if you look at my content and stop just judging someone on just how they look in the first 5 seconds, actually watch the content of what I'm trying to produce and actually trying to create, and actually kind of like, not kind of, embrace something new. So I made a video like this before on TikTok about that, but like I'm not telling you, but I want you to, like, if you want to be invited into my enviro, watch my videos, because like I mean there's a reason to what I'm doing, and like listen to what I'm saying, because even though I'm dressed like this and I look like this, listen to what I'm saying, because like I'm trying to actually communicate my message to you guys in a way that you'll understand, because like in order for you to actually um, kind of have someone to like understand someone, you have, or if you want someone to understand you, you have to talk in a way that they'll understand, and is a way that is like their lingo, is how I'm trying to get at. But all I'm doing is just offering like an invitation for you to just to be invited to my enviro. If you watch my content and actually give me engagement, give me a conversation, give me something so I can actually like talk about what I'm doing, because like I'm not doing this just for like the sake of it. Like I said before, I want to actually build like a conversation. I want to actually build like a fan base. I want to find my niche, my target market, because like it's not for everyone. And I know my content's not gonna be for everyone. People are gonna click off, they're gonna unfollow, they're gonna give me a hate comment. I really don't care. Like that's just negativity and like hater mentality. And that's the internet for you. But like regardless of that, I'm on a new directive line of code. Um, so so like what I said before, like this is like what my brain FM is like executing me to do. So it's like I'm tuning into my own frequency and my vibrations, as I mentioned before. And I said like I may not be for everyone, but my mighty roar will make you come back to me regardless, because like I'm trying to do something a little bit different, and there's going to be more of me that I'm going to be offering, and I'm doing this for my own sake, just so I can see what I look like. And the reason why I dress like this as in the first place is that like if I can envision myself as a lion, like if a human and a lion and their DNA were to cross paths and it was mutated, the human would develop animal instincts, and that would kind of break off into another lineage of like a type of human, because like it's introducing another, it's like in nature that's not supposed to happen, but it just happened, just like random chance. And what I'm trying to do is kind of like create my own like big bang in that instance of something, creating something new that like wasn't meant to happen. And in that regard, um, uh, this is mainly for me to feel confident and more powerful. So like if I were to look at myself in the mirror and be like, yo, I'm that powerful, I'm bro, like that look was so sick. And I had done other lion looks, and I look back at those pictures and I'm like, bro, that's how I look. Like I'm not a makeup artist. Like I'm just literally just, and that's it. And I just slap on a wig, and I'm like, even though the wig may look chopped, because I chopped it myself, because this is a strawberry blonde wig that I got off Amazon. Um, and it's very choppy. It was much longer, but I'm like, that's not the vibe that I was trying to give. So I tried to fix it. But I'm doing this for myself, not anyone else, because like I see potential in myself, and I have something, special to give, and I have like a unique mindset. And even though I have like this mental ability, I know there's other people that are out there that have like mental, like, I'm not gonna say disabilities. They have mental abilities. They have like things that are like that people won't understand because like you're not them. So you don't understand someone else. You don't understand what they're going through. And I just want to spread love and positivity in any which way and just be a beacon of light and a beacon of hope is what I'm trying to get at. So I obviously don't wear this out like in the concrete jungle. I've done it a few times, just outside my apartment, just picking up DoorDash, something like that. But like, just it's just like a oh, let me just test it out. But this is for me to be honest. But it's like the animal side usually comes out at night. I don't know why at night for some reason. It just like during the day I feel like I'm just like locked into like the human me interacting with other humans, but like with when I'm with myself and it may seem it may seem a little bit weird, but I mean like when I feel free, I feel like this is me. Like this is like my ultimate form. Like I feel like a super saiyan right now. Like I just don't know how to communicate that to you guys on how I truly feel, but this feels like me. It really feels like I'm able to do something that other people are not even capable of even thinking of doing because it's too much. It's not you're afraid how other people will view you or perceive you. And I'm well aware that, people are going to perceive me in a way that's like, bro, is he okay? Like is he okay? I'm okay. I'm just trying to like say it in a way that just makes it so it's, offering something new, chop this up. So what I'm trying to do is, so like after a long day, yeah, blah 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 blah. But anyway, so I'm just gonna just like conclude this video saying like, regardless of like how other people's opinions and like how they view you, you never understand what someone else is going through. And regardless of that, like, you're your own self. So like if you like take care of yourself, if you know what your worth is, you know what you're striving for, go for it. Who cares what other people think? Because like the world is so big and for someone to have such an opinion on someone else's life of what they're doing should not matter in the grand scheme of things. Because like for me specifically, I want something and I'm gonna strive for it and I'm hungry for it. And regardless of me talking about myself, I want the takeaway message is that like I always want you to strive for success. I want you to never give up. I want you to believe in yourself. That's what I'm gonna say. But with that being said, Lion Boy,